Hello, toy friends.
Yeah.
Welcome back. I'm
Right.
Will. That's
I'm
Bob.
Bob.
You're you. And we are the 118. How's it going, everyone? Having a good Sunday, I hope. Bob, how you doing?
And, I'm doing pretty good. I tried air fryer French fries in my new air
Oh,
fryer today.
which one did you get? The fast
The-
food fries by Orida? That's the ones I use.
No, this I just cut up a potato and
Oh,
I like washed it
even
off,
better.
cut up the potato and like soaked it to get the starch out and
Ah, very
dumped it in the
nice.
air fryer and let it run for 20 minutes and
Yeah, nice, nice. I just
yeah,
get those ones that they're called like fast food fries, and they're just, you know,
yeah,
I throw
unfortunately I
them in the
can't.
air fryer and they go and they're
Mm,
good. They're good. They're good.
oh, I bet.
I did make the
I can't
mistake of
get those
like,
anymore. But
yeah, I salted them after I made them. And then my wife was
oh
like,
Lord,
you add salt to these already salted fries? And I was like, yeah, I did. I didn't realize they were salted. So yeah, we got
hey,
Bjorn,
Bjorn.
2220, Bjorn Jorgensen, Schmodulok, Phenomena. What's up, Ian?
What's up,
How are
Ian?
you? Good evening, beautiful people.
Angus, what's
How's
up?
it going? And we've got Baweep Grana, Weep Nini.
Oh, did Gojitron get replaced by Mecha Gojitron?
No, no, that's the universal greeting. And I
Oh,
offer him an Energon goodie.
mm,
Yes, yes, yes. Yes. What's happening? How's it
yeah.
going, Shane?
So,
I was checking out Shane last night, and but my phone was dead, so I couldn't like type. When you're
oh
watching on your
no.
TV, I gotta reach for my phone. But yeah, I was
Mm,
checking out the show last night. Greetings and salutations, all. Michael the
uh,
Vandal, who I assume is Zamoth, right? Yes, because he says greeting and salutations all the time. So I pay attention.
could be.
Stanley's Toy Room,
Came out
yo,
in disguise.
yo, guys, what's up?
Hello.
Whoops, there you go. So, okay, yeah, he's on the wrong account.
It's okay. We love you on any
Scotty,
account.
what's happening? I'm stuck at home.
Hey.
No one has my tire size, so you have to wait till Tuesday. Nah, dude, you just put two tiny ones up front and two big ones in the back, and you got yourself a hot rod, brother.
Oh
That's it.
yeah, there you
That's
go.
it. Just tell them go down two sizes in the front, mix them up, man.
Mm,
Working on my OG Cobra Trooper cosplay for Joe Fest, maybe minus the rifle,
nice.
unless you have time. Very cool. Snow Leopard, hey,
What
nice to
up?
catch you live. So usually, you're checking on the replay, so that's cool. Uh, Excellent. Hey, welcome to the
Yes.
show. Uh, oh yeah, ask for a fryer. Listen, I got a fryer years ago, and I literally killed it in like record time because I wouldn't stop frying the shit. One, I didn't want to
Mm,
um, because I was like, okay, once you put the oil in there, you got to just keep frying in it until it's like done. Like you can't put that away and store it for later. I was like, it just didn't compute in my mind. So I was like, I was frying donuts, I was frying hot dogs, I was frying everything, anything and everything you could fry. I went nuts frying for like a month straight. I made wontons. I made, whatever those other things are, the Chinese donuts, like the make.
yeah.
Oh my God, I went completely insane. Um, and then the thing just stopped working. So before
Oh no.
it was like a $30 like cheapy
Oh well.
countertop one, but um, then I said, you know what? I don't need this in my life because I have no, I can't stop. I just couldn't stop frying stuff. I was like, this could be fried. Everything could be fried. And this is back in like 2010. So, but I probably gained like 30 pounds that month.
All
Really,
that.
literally, I'm
Yeah,
talking
fine.
like, oh, was that crab rangoon? I was making those like every night. Just killing it, man. So
Well,
the air
I,
fryer is much better. I really like just about everything. I'll make like chicken in there. I'll make French
mm,
fries. I even make like
tilapia.
there's little pizzas like they're micro like you normally make them in the toaster oven, but I put them in the air fryer. They come out nice and crispy. So good.
Oh, that-
Yeah. Yep. Did everyone survive the 118 alert sent out this morning? Yes, Scotty.
yeah. Sorry about that.
Uh, um, yeah, putting out a call to everyone. So anyone in a group chat on Instagram has had this happen to them. One member calls the entire group, right?
Accidentally.
Accidentally it happens. And I think was it World did a cardboard said he answered it and just saw Bob's
Sorry
eyeball.
about that. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Well,
Yeah.
it's good that he saw your eyeball and not like, something else.
Yeah. Somehow. Oh, there were no other parts on display.
Yeah. Well, you dropped your phone is what happened. And right.
Well, I was dropping it and then caught it, but where I caught it, it hit the button or
It called everyone. Yeah.
the little
Michael
thing.
Gene Fleming. Good afternoon, y'all.
Hey, what's up? Yeah,
Marauders
so
has
that-
some nice stuff coming in the next wave. Well, very
Oh,
cool.
all
Yeah,
right.
we'll definitely check that out. Yeah, it made John's
Yeah.
day. He had a
Well,
good
glad I
time.
can make your day and
Yeah.
show off my eye to you.
Yeah. Hey, Alpha One,
and-
what's happening?
yeah.
I have a fryer. Okay. Thanks for sharing. I
Yeah.
don't know where that came from. Maybe I missed something, but
I think it's probably like referring to the air fryer, but instead of an air fryer's got the fryer type figure.
fried Snickers bars. Oh my god, yes.
Oh Lord,
This is my
do
party,
not
and I'll
tempt me.
fry if I want to. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I'm hungry. Seriously. Yeah, I'm gonna go out and buy a
Yeah.
freaking
Welcome
if you
to
ever
no, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say welcome to 118 Toys and Food Talk today.
Yeah, no. There's this there's like I forget who it is. You know Norm Macdonald, right? The comedian, right?
Yeah.
Yep. R.I.P. man, one of my favorite guys on earth. But there was a story that he smoked a lot, right? So he was always smoking, and I forget who it is, but someone says that they were on a plane with him, and they just happened to see him on the plane, and when they got on the plane, he was just talking the whole flight. It was like about how he's glad he's not smoking anymore. He's on the plane and it doesn't even bother him. He's not even concerned about it. He quit smoking. It's better for him. Life's better. Everything's great. Anyway, the story goes on and then they land and they're walking out of the airport. They get their luggage. He goes into the newsstand and buys a pack of cigarettes. And they said he's lighting up a cigarette the second he's walking out the door because he was talking about it. That's like me, though. Like I'm talking about, I'll never buy an air fryer or oil fryer again. And then I'm talking about I'll be at Walmart later today, just buy it and start the whole process over again because I just started talking about it too much. Yes, air fried potatoes and vegetables. Yeah, it's very good for you.
Yeah, just some potatoes today. I called them French fries though, but
Yeah,
potato. It's just on how you cut it up.
I accidentally press the call button at least once a month. Yeah, I think everyone's.
Everyone's done it.
Gondor called for aid, and Rohan answered. Well, that's what I think sometimes. Like I would think that the first time I'm like thinking, it's going to be like Gojitron and his like toy shelf is falling on him and he's buried under a mountain of toys and someone call help.
Yeah, help! I've fallen. I can't get up. Bonus points if you get that.
He said, did you see him?
I did not because I was trying to turn it off.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
about that.
those
because it was
grindhouse figs. Yeah, are they gonna be out for Joe Fest? Oh wow, that'd be great.
I think so. I think he might have some prototypes there, but or some paint masters or something. But I don't.
I thought Bob had some super urgent news about a flash sale. Oh yeah. Also, I guess if I walked into like let's just say Walmart and they had like I don't know something desirable like marked down for a penny, I probably would call the whole group and be like, run to your your local Walmart. We could get them all.
No, I think I had already put out the news that the next wave of Micronauts figures from Super 7 was available. So
that's right. And correct me if I'm wrong, Bob. Are we getting you as a Super 7 figure now? Is this right? Am I wrong?
I think that's up to your interpretation
Oh, okay,
and
okay. So maybe I'm not
imagination.
100% right on that, but that looks like your avatar, which I know it's not the
Uh,
same figure, but
I'll
it's similar.
let people. There's the avatar, so people can decide for themselves.
Yeah, let me look at the latest here. I'm pulling up the Super 7 website. Micronauts. Micronauts. Yeah, well, in my head canon, this is going to be my Battery Bob figure.
And I fully support your headcanon.
Yeah, look, that's him. That's Bob right there. Where is he? There he is. There's Bob. I don't know if you can see that.
Let people see the avatar again.
Look, there's the avatar.
Yeah.
Well, I know that your avatar is made from several action figures, right?
No, it's just made from a couple of Meg Constructs figures.
They're mega constructs. Okay, and you kind of,
Yeah,
but this is what you were going for, more or less, right? Or
somewhat.
okay.
On the below, I mean, do this again so people can see and
Yeah.
say, yeah, below the waist, he's got like black pants.
Oh, I see. I see. Well, I could
Ho-
easily make,
However,
yeah,
oh yeah,
swap
you
out
could
some black
definitely.
pants, right?
Oh yeah. One thing I was thinking about doing is when they get around to releasing the clear version, is seeing if I can dye the from the waist down on the clear one like a translucent black color and
Oh,
then
like
it's
a
the
smoky
translucent
kind of
orange.
black. That would
Yeah,
be the
yeah, yeah,
perfect
yeah.
one. Well, in my head canon, it's gonna be Beta Ray Bob, this guy right here, riding with me in my
Mhm.
spaceship, and then I'll get a figure of my avatar and have them cruising the cosmos together or the microverse. Yeah, are you getting royalties from Super Seven? You may want to bring
I
this up
would.
to Brian Flynn if you see him at Joe Fest.
Yeah, I definitely will ask about that
Hmm.
and mention, hey, you know,
You got some
or
balls on you, buddy. That's what I would say.
yeah.
I would just go, you got some balls on you. Because look at
I mean,
my internet
eh,
avatar and look at your
yeah,
product. You
yeah,
got
and I'm
some.
not even, it doesn't even have to be like cash stuff. Just
Yeah,
one of all the Reaction Plus figures.
yeah. We'll
That'd
keep
be
it
fine.
quiet, even though I'm
Yeah.
blowing it up on the internet right now.
Mhm.
We'll keep it quiet. But yeah, that is awesome. I'm so happy. I said this when I saw the other time travelers that I can't wait for the orange one because I gotta snag it to have myself a Bob.
That's let's see.
Hmm.
Hmm,
Okay.
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 Yeah.
Well, we'll work for
Oh yeah.
figures. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've done
Yeah. Yeah.
this.
Or we'll promote your figures for free figures.
AKA shill. Yeah. You know,
Hey,
I'll
I
show
don't.
for
Yeah.
certain things though.
Yeah,
I
like
think
these new
oh,
O-ring figures that Super Seven's
ooh,
been putting out. I know some people don't like Super Seven as a company, and that's fine. That's your business. But
yeah,
I'm loving them. Like I'm all in on Micronauts, and I'm getting most of GI Joe and most of
yeah.
Universal Monsters and
Good
most
snacks
of.
would also do it too. But yeah, that
Oh
would be
yeah,
like me just interrupting this show, the 1/8 team, and being like, let's talk about, it's a completely different scale.
yeah,
It's some like designer, you know, vitamins. Have you guys been taking
yeah,
your vitamins? This
yeah.
segment brought to you by,
Today's sponsor is Lay's potato chips.
yeah, yeah. Uh, but yeah, if they gave you the snacks, I mean, maybe.
Yeah,
I've already shilled for, was it deep fryers today?
yeah.
Yeah, the Super 7, oh, Visionaries. Yeah, that would
Oh
be nice
yeah.
too. Um,
Hopefully, we'll get to see some pros of those at Joe Fest.
yeah, I might not be young, but I still need the money. Yeah, yeah, snacks would be great. Uh, I don't know, but if you follow him on social media, Scotty, they get
Mm,
he puts out updates all the time,
Yeah.
so I don't think
Like,
you'll miss it.
just recently got this guy that was like a
Yeah,
this was
nice.
from one of their resellers, like, I want to say SG Generations or SC
Yeah.
Generation. I did a post on Instagram, so check that out
Okay,
about him.
Stanley saying bats are September. All right.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one in particular I'm really looking forward to.
Hmm. And the Lord scale is the best for world building.
Yeah.
It is. It's just the best.
Well,
It's
yeah.
just, well, it's the best. I'll cut it off there. Oh yeah. Speaking of headhunters, so yeah, I got to
Oh,
go to
yeah.
a toy show. I got a fun little surprise. Speaking of,
Mhm.
let's talk. So anyway, I saw some stuff that I never. So this is the thing: you go to a little toy show, you look around, and I see a lot of the same stuff. And I'll say that I've seen a lot of stuff that's still on the store shelves. That's one thing that I noticed. Like, um, even going to Joe Fest. And like I'd say in the 2020s, I've noticed a lot of booths will have um they'll have products that are still on store shelves, like where they bought them
Mhm.
up and now they're selling them at the toy show for a thing. I'm sure that's always happened, but I see entire booths where it's like stuff that's been made within the last 5 years, not much vintage stuff, and you're always looking for like those cool things that you've never seen before. I've never seen I know this isn't 118, this is a little bigger. This is like that 90s kind of
Like
five
5 inch
inch
or something.
5 inch
Yeah.
scale, like Kenner was doing a ton of. But yeah,
It looks cool. Yeah.
Cadillacs and dinosaurs. Yeah, pretty
Mhm.
cool. And then on the
Ooh,
look at that.
yeah.
That is just it was expensive though. I forget how much he wanted for it, but it was expensive. But yeah, brand new in the box. I've
Yeah.
just never seen it in person. I've heard about this show, but it says it's set in the what Xenozoic era, the 26th century, where humanity must rebuild civilization in a world where dinosaurs rule the wilderness and lawless hands of criminals prey on the weak. A world where Jack Cadillac Henrik battles the evil poacher. I can't read that. In his classic 1953 Cadillac convertible. So he upgraded this thing. It's got rockets. I think it flies. I don't know. Got a lot of stuff,
Hey, it
but yeah,
looks awesome. I'd
yeah,
love to get like this in like 118 scale.
yeah. Wild concept, right? To even just use
Yeah.
like a. Oh
Or
yeah.
oh, I wonder if what's that company that like Walmart used to have them over on the Hot Wheels aisle, but they were like the 118 diecast metal cars.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I would love
It,
an old caddy
Maestro or
like this. Yeah,
Maestro or something like
Maisto.
that.
Yeah, yeah. Barago, I think, was also another one.
Yeah. If you find like just that Cadillac and then
Hmm.
make it, you know, build it up yourself, add your own rocket launchers and whatnot. That'd be cool.
Oh, okay. Oh, Zaymot's been working on a Jack Tenrac parts list off Marauders. Yeah, okay.
Oh, interesting.
Definitely cool concept.
Yeah.
Um, really think it's cool. I never really saw this,
Mm,
but I saw it in person. Some guy just had it at his booth and it was pretty
no.
oh, it's free on Tubi. Yeah, the artwork is unbelievable. Yeah, fantastic, great sculpt. I mean, that thing looks really nice. Yeah, I have a few, and it's hard to get the legs under the steering wheel and in the space provided
Mm,
for many of them. That's true. But the nice thing about most of those, Scotty, is you can take them apart and you either have to, cut out the floor pan or sometimes, take the steering wheel out. Um, and just trim
yeah.
up some stuff. I've cut off the bottom of the steering wheel just to make them fit so you could sit a
Mm,
GI Joe figure in there. Convertibles are great if you're gonna try to convert one. Much easier
mhm.
than any of the ones with roofs because yeah, the 118 scaling is just a little off.
Yeah.
Those models I think are true 118 scale, whereas the GI Joe figures are more like 116. Um, and the vehicles are even a little bigger, just to make it easy for play, so
Mhm.
the clearances are, but anyway, that was fun. It was nice to see that and hold it in my
Oh,
hands and just
yeah.
check it out.
Wow,
Then I saw this guy's booth, and I never see stuff
man,
like this. But we got some Micronauts aliens, and
that's seem to be in fairly good condition.
yeah,
And they're
they.
missing some parts, but
This
to be
is.
that far
I
complete,
want that
that's
figure, but I only ever find it like with no arms and no legs. But it's got the
mhm,
wings, it's got everything. But $300, ooh, I can never spend that on just one figure.
yeah.
Um, Even if I had $1 million, I probably wouldn't do it. Um,
Well, fingers crossed, the Super 7 will eventually do their version of
I
these
would
guys.
love to see some remakes of these alien figures because they're
Mhm,
wacky and they're just so far out there that I love them. I just
yeah.
love them because they're so weird. Um, and anyway, it was just wonderful to see, really nice examples of them. I didn't
Oh,
take them out
yeah,
of the case or anything. I I just looked at them, from a distance there. I just admired them from a
yeah,
distance, but
yeah, like you're saying,
definitely snapped a
they're
picture.
rarely that complete.
Yeah. Oh, they've got some really rare. You could also see Cyborg. I didn't even look at him because I saw this Gollum figure, and these are 1/18 scale, Lord of the Rings figures that are from Knickerbocker. These were from what, the late 70s, early 80s, and
Yeah,
I never knew
like from
they
whenever that
existed, but
animated
they
movie came out.
are expensive. These are this
Mm,
is he's got $1,500 on this, and it's probably worth every
oh,
penny of it.
yeah,
Uh, yeah,
and that Mr. Miracle there is probably pretty pricey too.
yeah. I know Cyborg alone is really pricey, and I kind of just
Yeah.
so distracted by that Lord of the. I just noticed it now when I'm looking at the picture.
Mm,
So Michael Gene Fleming, taking
hey,
pictures of G.I. Joe Extreme figures right now. While most of them I probably wouldn't sit. Oh yeah,
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 oh,
the
yeah.
articulation. They had the legs also like kind of they put like they stand in only like one pose. I think they moved
Mm.
forward back, but because of the curve on the leg, you couldn't really stand them up. Uh, but I
Well, they
bet
were
they
kinda
would
like
look great posed around that. Yeah.
some of those Power of the Force 2 figures from the first couple of waves where they were in
Yes, where
action
they
poses and all
one leg
buffed
always
up
has to
and
kind of stay back and one leg's got to go forward for them
mhm,
to stand right. Yeah.
yeah,
Uh, Iron Claw. Yeah, he was cool. I would
yeah.
love to see him in a 1/18 scale. Yeah. Um, Maisto, I think, makes the correct version. Oh, for the caddy pricing. Yeah, a lot of those are
Oh,
very pricey on the
well,
aftermarket. If you could pick them up every year, Sam's Club does like a pallet of like a Maisto 1/18 assortment, and
mm,
they used to be like $12. Now they're like 20. But I'll usually try to pick up one if I find it, or if I ever see them at like Goodwill or garage sale, I'll just pick them up
mm,
just because they're 1/18. And even if you can't fit a figure in them, the figures look great standing next to them, you know?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Oh yeah. You get Jack and Hermes figured out. Nice.
mm, excellent.
I've never seen one complete. Okay, yeah. 1/16 scale brooder stuff. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, very good.
okay.
Yes, they work fantastic. They're a little pricey as well, but they're good. Late 70s for Knickerbocker, but can you believe that? Uh
And the
oh
bump
yeah.
doesn't even
Hey,
look
that
too
4-pack
yellow.
of O-ring
Mm,
Ghostbusters for $30. Dude,
ooh,
you can't beat
good
it, man.
deal.
It's a good deal. Four figures. They're great figures. Uh Yep. Oh yeah, you got to use that sticky tack to keep them standing.
Mhm.
Yep. So Tractor Supply, yeah, full size semi missed out on in 1/18. I think they do sell them. There's other hobby stores that sell them. Yeah. Yeah, Microman looks great besides his Lambo. Yeah, you could stand them right
Mhm.
next to them. They're great. Put them in a parking spot. Like for the G.I. Joe base, I used to have like the Maisto cars parked outside, like that was their civilian cars, and then they would go to work and uh, no, they didn't, or they produced a lot of them. I'm not sure because everyone who purchased them seemed to like them, but maybe it was also that the Ecto One didn't quite. It works all right. I've got it over there, and you can get three figures in it, so that's weird too. Is like you
Mm,
could put three figures, and then you could have one like just kind of laying in the back. or hanging on the ladder on the side. It's a tight squeeze too. They made a 1/18 scale Ecto One, and it, it came out like 2.5 years before the figures. So I think had they put the Ecto One and the figures out at the same time and leaned into it a little more, and then they kind of just quietly released that O-ring Ghostbusters the 4 pack, and it
Yeah.
just so yeah.
Although at that price, I may
And
actually have to
they were pretty
finally pick that
inexpensive. They
set
were
up. Yeah.
40. I think they were 40 originally. So it was just $10 a figure. Oh, ooh, that's what I got. Look at that.
Nice.
Yeah. Yes. I will
Somebody
pick
was a
the Brooders. If you look on Marketplace for like Brooder, Schleck or whatever toys,
Mhm.
moms will be clearing out kids' closets and sell those for a song all the time. Um, yeah, nice.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think they were more like one closer to those Microman 99s were like closer to like 1/25th or scale or something
Yeah,
like that.
nice. Battle Force 2000. Say what you will about Battle Force
Hmm.
2000. I kind of like the vehicles and the
Yeah,
figures. I like them. I mean, okay. Do I get that Battle Force 2000 is kind of a stupid name or whatever? But yeah, I like the toys themselves. I think they have really nice. So
they're
it
great
is.
sci-fi
It
vehicles.
is. Yeah,
I
it's a
mean,
great vehicle. And Matt Swafford, if you don't follow him over on Reclaimers Vintage Toys, he sells on Instagram. He always has really nice
let me
minty stuff.
pull it up here.
Um, so he bought a collection with this, and he gave this to me because he said the person that bought it saved all the artwork off of the boxes.
Oh,
Isn't
interesting.
that funny? That's funny, right? But anyway, he had these with it. So he had the Eliminator 4-wheel drive. Um,
And now
it's
you
a
have a physical
really
one to go with it.
I like the vehicles. They're real
Oh, yeah,
nice. And
okay.
yeah, if you look there, there's a lot of really great sculpted details in here.
Mhm.
Where's this? Oh, when you pull this off, this is the part that separates to make like this is like a little battle station, right? You just lay it down. But there's like a little hatch here that opens up, and there's nothing inside. I was hoping to find like a little engine.
Hmm.
Got this
Some
little
hidden
missile.
treasures.
Yeah, a little treasure in there. There's a this kind of pops out, and you got this missile
It's
launcher there. But they always put the tow hook on the GI Joe vehicles. I really loved how they made them. But
oh yeah.
even look at all that sculpting, just that they just put into these vehicles. It just looks really nice. Anyway,
It's a great just sci-fi. If you've got a
yeah.
sci-fi world and you need some vehicles for it that are like wheeled instead of hover.
Anyway, yeah, Matt had this for a very
Mhm.
good price. So I had all of the Battle Force 2000 vehicles when I was a kid. Um, and I've since lost them. But yeah,
Mm.
you may notice that is I think we said it right, the Eliminator 4-wheel drive. Um,
So,
yeah,
so
Schley, yeah, sweet looking vehicles.
yeah.
I think it's fantastic. And then yeah, so you can see I got the Headhunter Stormtrooper, right? That's the
Oh yeah, those are usually pretty hard to
I
find.
cannot find them anywhere. And this one's a nice clean one, and it was under I think it was $15. It didn't come with anything,
Dang.
but I never had that figure. And because it came out later. But every time I
Mm.
see one at a show, it's probably 40, $50. But yeah, I got that Guile figure. These are all figures I've never seen in person before, or I've never seen at a decent price. All these figures were just a couple dollars each. They were loose in a big bin, and I went digging through it. But yeah, that's a robotics pilot with the visor. I have a
Okay.
couple of them without the flip down visor, and I think Matt was nice enough to he's the one that I bought all of the robotics sets off of when I did the review of them. If you remember back in the day, that was a little while back. Um, and that's a so we got Guile. Interestingly enough, though, he was bagged, and I didn't realize he had a T crotch. He's not an O-ring figure. He's got some kind of wacky karate chop action,
Ninja
but
Force thing going on.
yeah, something there. And then was that the Shang Tsung, right? From the Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat line. I've never seen that figure. That head sculpt is fantastic. Really nice head sculpt.
Mhm.
And then if any of you
He's got-
keen observers might have noticed in the background there
Oh, here,
is
let me blow
the
you up
Grail.
so people can see this.
This is the
Look out, ladies.
yes yes the Star Wars Chewbacca bandolier action figure carrier, and I think I had the figure in there upside down, so she should go in there like that, right? And so this gives me the ability. Not only is it fashionable, but I can carry up to 10 action figures around with me at all times.
Look out.
Listen, I'm not trying to show off. I'm not saying I'm better than everyone else in the world. I just, come on, look at me.
But to humble brag,
Yeah.
you're better than everyone else in the whole world.
I mean, when I'm wearing this, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, do you
we're not worthy.
Do you have quick access to 10 action figures at all times? I mean, or you?
Not at all times.
Yeah, no. I do. I sleep with this damn thing on now. No, I love it, and I couldn't believe I found it. I've wanted one for the longest time. It does have something missing. It's supposed to have like some kind of sponge material that goes in between here to help like pinch the figures in. This is just cool. And then it has this little capsule that pops out, and you could keep all your accessories in it. So that opens up. Yes. And you keep all your weapons and stuff and stash them right in there. So yeah, I mean, you may see me walking around.
Your wife hasn't gotten a little upset about this because we have some competition now. Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. I am going to make a statement the next board meeting with his action figure bandolier. Listen, when you wear this, people know you mean business. All right? They know you're not a pushover. This is, I'm going to walk in.
It may be like, this year at Joe Fest, you're the one giving performance reviews.
Oh,
yeah.
I may have just gotten a job offer. Oh my God. No, I'm kidding. Women are just sending me pictures. No, it's but yeah, it is fantastic. It is super cool. See, I knew it. Oh yes, the dragon boat. I was just talking to Bob about that. So is that a real thing, that Mortal Kombat dragon boat, or was that a like concept that never got made? I wasn't sure because I've never seen one in person. Anyway, I wasn't collecting when these Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat and stuff happens. So if I see them, I'll pick them up because, well, like I said, the whole point of going around a show and looking for stuff is to find stuff you've never seen before. And hey, Fat Red Foo, how are you? You heard about my bandolier, right? So you came and tuned in, right? Is that what it was? Yes, that's what I figure. Cue disco music. Yeah, 10. I know. Listen.
Yeah, I mean it's
that was for my Tic Tacs.
Yeah, I said there's a reason Will is in the top frame.
Yeah.
He's got the bandolier.
And I didn't even do it on purpose. I think StreamYard, like maybe the CEO just knew about this and adjusted the
it was the AI. The AI detected it and realized, oh, we need to like bump him right on up.
Oh, you had the boat. Okay. You used them for Pirates of the Dark Water. Nice. Oh, I got it. Okay, it was recolored for the Pirates of Darkwater. Okay. And it fit 1/18 scale better than the original one. So they did do a lot of that kind of reuse because they made vehicles for Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. I think that they were just kind of repaints or recolors of G.I. Joe stuff. See you later, Bjorn. Hope you have a good one.
Take it easy.
Anyway, good haul. That's a
Oh
nice little
yeah,
haul. But that's not all.
you scored it.
So yeah, I've never seen. I've seen. I think the Shang Tsung without the robe. I think I've seen him like in the beater bins. I've never seen that Guile with the Van Damme face sculpt. I always see the one with like the flat top, the big
The
head one,
yeah, the
and
more
that
kind of
Headhunter
anime style.
Stormtrooper. I have never seen that figure for, like I said, under like $40. So
Oh yeah,
I was just had to have it.
and that you got that for like a deal that's probably going to be better than the Lady J ones coming out later this year.
Yeah, I want to pick those up, and I love that he chose that that sculpt to
Hmm.
kind of base those off of because it's really nice. Um, oh yes, it's number 3 on my if I won the lottery list between the Cadillac XLR and the Hive playset, the Sector's Hive playset. That thing's massive.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So we got the combat figure case. I am a sucker. You guys know I
yeah,
love these
yeah.
the generic carry cases, and this was also at the Reclaimers booth. So yeah, thanks again, Matt. I gave me a great deal on this. I've gotten the
Okay.
star case. Anyway, I started throwing my figures in there right away. So I've got a whole
Oh,
mix
oh
there.
yeah.
Yeah, I've got some of just my recent hauls thrown in there,
Mhm.
and I got room for
Mm.
more. Oh, Crystal Castle. Yeah, that would be a big one as well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
Conqueror's
saw
Throne.
a
Yeah.
also the what is it, Panache Place Voltron stuff. I've got the 5 lines in Voltron. I don't have any of the
Oh.
drivers. I don't have the Castle of Lions playset. I never
Mm.
knew that that toy line even existed. So like it would have been perfect for me when I was a kid. Um,
I
this
thought they
guy,
had some like skull tanks too that looked really
yeah.
cool.
Oh, I have a couple of those as well. Yeah, I've got
Oh,
a really nice Panache Place collection going. But he had all of the figures in nice shape too. The white looked white, they didn't yellow out. With the
mhm.
keys, he had all 5 pilots for 250, which I bet was a great price because I've looked
Oh,
them up.
probably, yeah.
Yeah, I bet it was. He even had little cutouts, the cardboard cutouts for the figures, I think, and everything.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah. No, 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 I haven't seen yours. But yeah, fantastic. I would love to have that whole set and everything. There's a
Mhm.
couple other things out there too. Most of them are play sets that I would love. Jeff Morris, what's
Once we're
happening,
talking
brother?
about play sets, I'm gonna put something out to the
Oh yeah,
community
yeah.
here. If any of you have the GoBot Command Center and O-Ring GI Joe style action figures, if you could take a picture of how those look in the GoBot Command Center and send them to me on Instagram, I would highly appreciate it because
Yeah,
it
so say that
looks
again.
like
Let's pull it up. The
okay,
GoBot. I'll Google is this the one that looks like an AT-AT?
yeah, looks like a little short AT-AT,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The
but it
GoBot
folds
Command
out,
Center. Yes,
yeah,
and
and
then you
it's
have like
like command base
yeah, are you
interior.
looking at it like you were looking for a picture like this? Retro Blasting did a nice video on that. He might actually
Yeah,
let me
yeah.
see.
What I'm curious to see is how well the like O-ring 3 3/4 O-ring figures look in it. Like, could it become a base for them?
Yeah, this one's actually I'm looking on eBay right now and I'm like, "Shit, maybe I should just buy it because
Yeah,
it's
it's
cheap.
not expensive.
No, it's
Like,
not very expensive.
especially like even a
This
complete,
one right here,
well,
right?
complete. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it.
So that's that folds up, and then
Yeah.
it's got legs that go on it as well, right? So, oh, this one has no legs. That's the problem. I got no leg. Okay.
Okay. Well, that's the
All right.
thing. It the legs fold under too, so it could
Yeah.
be like a wheeled version.
Huh. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Let
Yeah,
me
it
see
looked like I
here.
said, it looks really cool,
Yeah,
especially when it's, like,
and
opened
it's
up.
it'd be
I
great
just
if someone had one at Joe Fest and you could
mhm.
also
That's
just
something
kind
I'm gonna
of
be keeping an
pop it
eye
in
out
there.
for.
Yeah, I gotta say, I think so because GoBots were like 3.75-inch figures or close to it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I'll
they
tell
were
you
close to that
why.
size.
I'll tell you why I say that, because I don't know if you remember from last year, right before Joe Fest, I might have to take my ears off here to do this, but
Uh-oh.
hold on one second.
Anyway, if you've got both those, if you could take a picture of it at your convenience, shoot it to me on Instagram. I would highly appreciate it. I'd like to see how those look together. Oh,
We are
a
going to pull
couple are
this
here
out.
saying GoBots were about 3 inches tall.
Okay, because well, check
Close.
this out. So my packaging here,
Mm-hmm.
here's where I'm gonna. Okay, so
Oh, blow you up here.
these are the GoBots power suits,
Oh
the GoBot
yeah,
power
yeah,
suits, right?
yeah. I
So,
remember.
but had one of these. I think it was like one of the arms. I never had the whole thing when I was a kid, right? But I always used it with my GI Joe figures. I only had one of these power suits. So you can see I have
Mhm.
loaded up in here. I have GI Joe figures in every one of these
Nice.
power suits, which combine to make this giant robot, right? So,
Right.
so I picked these up
Like the
on
Voltron of
eBay.
GI Joe.
Well, because what happened was I forget where it was. I think I was watching a stream and someone had it, and I saw it, and it unlocked this memory for me of like, pretty sure that's the one, right?
Nope.
Where is it?
But,
That's the one I had as a kid. That
mm-hmm.
one. And that's the only one I ever had, and I did not know what the hell it was. So I always used it as just like a GI Joe was like a top secret weapon or something. So
Right. Totally.
this right here
Oh,
on the package, I happen to find these holds 3 and 3/4 inch GoBots is how I read it, right?
oh,
Spaceships turns into body
interesting.
and Power Warrior Courageous includes spaceship, rocket pods, and weaponry.
Hmm.
So that is so anyway, yes, the 3 and 3/4 inch figures don't fit perfectly in there. GoBots were a little shorter, so maybe like 3.5 inch or something.
Mm-hmm.
And GoBots, it says also, it's so funny on this one, there is like maybe it's in the instructions. It says, but anyway, this is leading me to believe.
It looks like One
Yes.
Man
All right,
Cardboard did
John.
the
Great
same
minds
thing.
think
Yeah.
alike. Yeah. So this had in the instruction booklet here, I think it has. No, it has a 90-day limited warranty. Hold on a second.
Pretty sure that's no longer valid.
Was it? Okay, so I also had this one, the Renegade armor, which is the black
Oh,
version of the same armor, right? And then
nice.
it makes
Yeah.
the Power Warrior Grungy. Anyway, I love these guys for
Mm.
1/18 scale. All right. Um, in one of these, there was a table, like they had like a spreadsheet with all the GoBots on it and whether or not it
Mm.
would fit in the power armor. And I can't
Oh,
find it
okay.
right now, but it was somewhere on here or in one of the booklets. It came with it. It was hilarious. It's this whole chart and it has all of the yes, which there should be a chart showing
Mm-hmm.
which suit could hold which GoBot. And I can't find it right now. It must be somewhere.
Well, it
But
looked like
I'm
from the
here to
one you had,
yeah.
old Joe's are pretty close to fitting in there.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
You have to like bend their knees a little bit to make them fit. So
mm-hmm.
I'm just saying if it was meant to be played with regular GoBots, and we pull up the let me go back and share that again. Share the screen. I think you could safely buy
Mm-hmm.
one with
Oh, probably.
and with confidence that it would work because if you look there, maybe that bottom level underneath, right?
Mm-hmm.
But no,
Yeah,
maybe
that'd
it
probably be
would
like
fit.
storage or something, but
Yeah,
like the
but like that
floors.
top, like if we're looking at the left side, that first level
Mm-hmm.
and the elevator, 100% definitely would work with
Yeah,
between three
probably
quarter inch
so.
figures. And it looks like there's supposed to be a couple of platforms on the other side as well on this one, right? This is just a bad example.
Right, yeah. But
Yeah,
still,
it doesn't have all the floors.
yeah, but I've seen some on there that are a little more complete that aren't much more expensive.
No, no,
Yeah.
no. I mean, I see
And
one
really, as
here.
long as it just had the floors, and the legs.
Yeah.
That's about all I would care
Yeah, I
about.
don't know if you're going to get a GoBot. Well, no, I don't even think a GoBot went in the front to pilot it. It just kind of looks like a
Oh,
cockpit, but I don't think a toy ever went inside there.
oh, wait a minute. Here's zoom out here. Let's see. I can tell you for sure. Well, okay, but it works. Okay, no worse
What's
than
that? He has a. Oh,
that.
I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm
He's
tapping out.
saying, oh yeah, he's saying that
Oh,
the
okay.
O-rings are smidge too big, but it works. No worse than the scale difference with the OG Vamp. So
Gotcha.
okay, thank you, Zayman.
But still cool. I like the idea, and you could customize one if you could pick up a shell for pretty
Mhm.
cheap and make yourself like a ship um slash command center for right for your crew.
Yeah, that was the idea I was going with. Was like,
Yeah.
so one of the things that there was the Space Case 12 project that I was working on earlier this year. That's kind of changed up some now, but some of those characters are still going to be working together. And I was thinking, yeah, this little command center would be a good thing to have. Like, so when it's opened up, we're doing like interior shots,
Yeah.
but it's also something I could like take outside and just have like parked and have the figures standing around outside of it, like, hey, we just landed on this planet and we're exploring around. So that
Very
was kind
nice.
of the oh yeah.
I missed that. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, hey, that's really great. If the movie tie-in figures are only $10 each, nice. I really like that. I
Yep.
think that's fantastic. They're going because that should sell figures. Kids see
Mhm.
the movie and they pick it up, and $10 today is like a $2 figure back when we were kids. So um, oh, okay, very nice. Dropped a little picture there of his Castle of Lions chilling up there with Godzilla and Voltron. Nice. You see that?
There we go. Let's see.
Yeah, you can see that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
very
thanks,
nice.
Scotty. Nice. Oh, very cool.
I think here's what I was saying. Let's see, that Destro made good use of the GoBots command center.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, yeah. It does sound like something he would do.
Mhm.
He just repurposed it. That's great. Oh, I
So
haven't bought any, but that's really good to know. And I love what I like to call good cheap fun. I like
mhm.
when they put figures out uh, that are toys. I think that's great. Um,
And
yeah,
depending on how they look, some of those Motu figures could be, just larger monsters, or depending on the size
absolutely,
difference. Yeah.
absolutely, yeah. Anyway, back to my little hauls.
Yeah. Sorry to
You know,
sorry to sidetrack things.
love these things, and the trays are in really good condition, especially
Oh,
because these were
excellent.
these were like vacuum formed plastic trays that
Mm.
are
Oh yeah.
thinner than paper. The plastic is so thin, but these were inexpensive. Um, I won't buy one of these for $100, but I'll buy them
Oh
if they're
no.
10, $15, and I'll definitely use them. I love them. I think they're great. If you
So
remember,
did they So did
yeah,
they just have the combat one at the show you around, or did they have some of those space ones
I
too?
have the
Or
space one from Joe Fest. I think I got one last year.
oh, okay,
I got
cool.
the second one. There was two space cases,
Hmm.
and I got one like the first Joe Fest I went to. I got one,
Nice.
and yeah, it was cool. The kid who had it cut out the name off of the card for each figure, and then like scotch taped it to each tray. It looks
Nice.
janky as hell, but you can tell a kid did that to try and
Oh
organize
yeah,
his
yeah.
collection. So I love it. I just left it there.
I
Um,
remember on mine, Thunder Lion Man from the Flash Gordon action figures.
uh,
He was a longtime member of the space case, but I had to like cut a little slot in between two of the trays for his tail to like
for his tail to
kind
go
of
because he had too
yeah.
much. A little too
But
much
then
going
it's
on.
eventually his tail broke off, so that
Yeah.
was no longer an issue.
That's a fun thing too. I saw today too was the Flash that Flash Gordon line. I had the
Mhm.
I don't even think she was in the movie or anything, but she's like a lizard woman,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
and she had a tail,
I
and I
remember
bought
those.
it at a flea market. Like that was at my school during the summer, so it was really weird because like I remember
Mhm.
I was riding by my school in the summer going to my friend's house, and I saw like a flea market happening. So like I got to go in my school and like buy toys. It was cool. Anyway,
Oh, nice.
got the that lizard figure because I never saw it before and I just wanted it, right? And as
Mhm.
soon as I took it out of the package, I was like, "Oh, does the tail move?" Thinking like, "Does the tail
Oh, look at
rotate?" And I just
yeah.
snapped it
No.
off, and it was just like
Oh,
seconds after I bought it. Like I just took it off the card, and I went, "Oh, it doesn't. It's not
no.
articulated." Yeah, it was very bad, but yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it was from the Filmation Flash Gordon. Yeah, but those are 3 3/4
Yeah.
inch figures that I knew nothing about. So I was probably like maybe like 9 or 10 when I got that. I'm not sure
Mhm.
when they came out, but yeah, I just
I
never
wanna
heard of
say
it.
they were, like, late '70s, early '80s, because they came out right around the time that the cartoon was out, I think.
Yeah.
I seem to
So
recall them being out together.
this guy just had it on the table and it was like, whatever, $2 or something,
Mhm.
like just some guy had just random toys on his table, and I was like, yeah, I'll buy that, because I loved this is what I loved about being a kid was no internet. All you knew about was what just was on the store shelves or what you would
Yeah.
find in person, so the hunt was kind of more real, it was
Mhm.
like, and that's what got me excited about the things I got today was because in almost all these cases I had never seen these figures, or you know I've seen this probably before, but I never had one when I was a kid. I did have Battle Force 2000, but all like that Shanks, I've never seen that figure like other than on the internet, and it is
Mhm.
different, like getting it like in
Oh,
hand.
yeah.
And the Headhunter Stormtrooper, though, I looked at Joe Fest 2 years in a row. I'm talking just for an affordable one. I did
Right,
see them
yeah.
card it, and I have seen them, for $50 with all the accessories and stuff like that, but I'm too cheap to buy that.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
so I have seen them. So when I saw a sub $20, Headhunter, I was like, just, that's when I bought everything. And then I had probably about 3 or 4 other figures in my little pile and I put them back. Oh,
Yeah.
79. So yeah, if I bought it like in 85 when I was like 10, it was probably, 6 years old, right? When I bought it. So, and I probably told that story. Um, I'm like well, I am an old person, but I am like an old person. Every time someone brings up that line, I always tell them about my lizard lizard woman story of breaking it immediately. And just the disappointment, like that you feel like I think the main reason
Yeah.
too is I was on my bike and I wanted to take it off the card so I could put it in my pocket and then like fold up the card and like I probably even just threw it away.
Oh, yeah, 'cause who saved cards
Yeah.
back then?
It is too expensive, man. I never
Mhm.
knew that figure existed. So yeah, so that was fun for me. So I got a little bit of a taste of that nostalgic, discovery. You would just go to a store and
Yeah.
sometimes you
That
would see a product on store shelves and maybe, unless you went every week with your mom or something, sometimes, I'd go to a store and I wouldn't be back in that store for a long time, I just,
mhm.
we'd be there to get something else and I'd run to the toy aisle and see something, or if it wasn't in the Sears catalog, like
Mhm.
you
Or
didn't
the
know it
Spruce
existed.
merchandise or
Yeah,
J.C.
yeah.
Penney's, yeah.
You didn't know
Yeah,
it
Christmas
existed.
time was
So,
like when you found out what was coming up
yeah.
toy-wise a
Or
lot of times.
sometimes you had friends that told you about stuff and they described
Mhm.
it. One of my biggest problems when I was a kid was my friends would describe a toy to me, and in my head, it would be so much better than when I finally like found it on the store shelves. I'd be like, oh, really?
Well, one great thing though about the, G.I. Joe figures, like when new ones came out,
Yeah, they
even if
came
you
with
just got
the
one,
yeah,
it had the pictures of all the other new
the
ones on the
cross sells, or
back.
if you got a mini vehicle. So sometimes you
Hmm.
didn't have to get a whole vehicle. You get a mini vehicle, like if you got like the I don't know, Checkpoint Alpha, even little mini play set. It came with the book in a lot of cases, and you
Yeah,
could
yeah.
see. And those vehicles weren't that expensive. I think a vamp was only like what, like a figure was like $2 or $3, and like the vamp was like 10, maybe $12.
Oh,
You know,
I
it
think
went up
maybe even
as
in
you,
less. Yeah.
yeah, if you as you went up and you got bigger vehicle sizes. But
It was funny. Wes and Danny were talking about this on their show on Wednesday, the O-ring operatives, like some of the
mhm.
vehicle prices back
Oh
when we were kids, and they're like, "Oh yeah, this vehicle was a little too expensive. It was like $20." And I'm like, $20 is 20 to
yeah,
25 is like the price we're paying for like O-ring figures now.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
figures, not
for
vehicles,
real.
figures.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah,
Um,
and comic book ads. And I will tell you, going
mhm.
back and
Yeah.
looking at, because you kind of just forget ads. Like I'll look through some old figure, like old comics, and I see the ads for stuff, and I totally remember them. Like once I see them, like
Mhm.
it refreshes my memory, And yeah, when I got a little older, I started picking up like action figure news or Tom Art's Action Figure Digest.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah, I
And
probably
then
didn't really
eventually
get
Toy
into them until I
Fair.
was a little older. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks, man. Yeah, it was fun. And that's what I was just saying. It's not that like I'm giving crap to any of the vendors, if they have new product on their table, because obviously if
Mhm.
you're a vendor, you got to sell what people are buying,
Yeah.
like,
You're
and if
not
people
doing
are
it
buying,
just for funsies. Yeah.
yeah, but it is a little disappointing going through a whole toy show and seeing stuff that you could find on Walmart,
Yeah.
or and it really does. One of the things I want to do in my life is um, Scuba Pete, who is just a terrific guy and collector.
Mhm.
He will go to this one. It's out in Ohio somewhere. It's this huge toy show, and he will send pictures, and it's just booth after booth, and there's tons of great vintage stuff, and I would just love to go to like
Oh,
that show. I'm so jealous.
yeah.
I've seen him, um and if you watch him over on Chasing 80s Toys, he's done some videos of that. I think it's in Ohio. It's somewhere in the Midwest, but I would love to make that trip and go to that show. It's not, like a fan show so much, and I think it's just, you got to drive out there to it. It's in the middle of,
Mhm.
wherever, but it's a great vintage show, and it's just like it's multiple buildings. And yeah, it's like multiple buildings, and you just go through and it's booths, and it's just tons of antique, and I think there's other antiques there as well, but just great. Yeah.
Nice.
Because that was cool too about going to flea markets in the 80s and 90s. It's like the people who had the stuff, they're selling stuff from the 60s and 70s, and you just find stuff
Mhm.
you didn't even know existed, and it was just best. Um,
Yeah,
Same
that's
as saying
something
that.
I'm probably gonna start doing is trying to hit more flea markets and thrift
Mhm.
stores
Well,
and
I
see.
even the flea markets, it's like they've got tables full of stuff that they just bought clearance at Walmart. Yeah,
Mhm.
like but yeah, best memory of toy hunting as a kid. His buddy Matt called him on a Saturday to tell him he found the twins at Toys R Us. Oh, he stashed them behind the Terradrome. Next day, we went and grabbed them. Same
Nice.
old rogue. Let me tell you something. Here's a
That's a
little.
friend
Here's
hooking
a
you up.
little. Here's a little thing that might have happened when I was a kid. So yeah, there was a little bit of competition. I remember specifically when Storm Shadow V1 came out. We didn't have any money, but we saw him. So my brother devised this awesome plan. We brought him to the luggage department of Kmart, and we put him in one of the suitcases that
Mm.
had the little padlock, and we took the padlock. We locked it, the padlock. Uh, no, I didn't just walk out the door with it. That wasn't my plan. Great callback, though. Yeah, that was my master plan. I drew it on a
Yeah.
napkin and everything, and then I just walked out the door with it. No, we we put it in the suitcase, and then we locked it. and with the little, little cheesy padlocks that they had, and then went and got the money and came back. I probably didn't have to have locked it up. Other hiding spots were put it under the base plate, or if you could get up real high, you put it up on the overstock in another aisle somewhere,
Mm.
where it wasn't, or you just walk out with it. Oh, that's funny. Uh, Scalpers ruin toy shows for me. Yeah,
Mm.
you don't want to pay
Yeah.
4 times the price for something that you could have found at Walmart had they left it be. Yeah, of course. Um, yeah, it's the Great Ohio Toy Show. It's their answer to our
Oh,
King County Toy
okay.
Show. Very much like a toy flea market feel. Not the prices though.
Nice.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Yeah, I mean some of the stuff though. If you're standing there at a table and it's something that you have, and if you toy hunt regularly, I would say, you've never seen in person before. Um, Sometimes it's a no brainer, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. No, there is technically nothing wrong with hiding something inside a suitcase in the store, then going back and retrieving it later. So
That's just
I'm
called
not going to
planning.
apologize for that one. What?
Yeah. That's just planning.
Yeah,
You,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know, you, yeah. Come on.
yeah. All right. I'm not going to get into it, but yeah, that Kmart, I owe that Kmart an apology. I'll just put it that way. In that case, now that I think about it, I probably do owe that Kmart some kind of
Well,
it's closed
to,
now and they're out of
yeah,
business.
I was gonna
So
say
yeah.
to ease your mind, there's no
Yeah.
one to pay anymore.
Yeah.
They're gone. They're
Hey,
done.
that was at the stationery store. I did get banned, only to be recognized 8 years later. Yes, that did happen. But no, now that I think about it, though, yeah, that Kmart man, yeah, oof, I was not nice to that Kmart as a kid.
Pretty sure that's not the reason they closed down. So
No, I did
if
not
you're
put them out
feeling
of business,
guilty, yeah,
Scotty.
yeah.
No, but but it's funny though, just thinking of. But that case with Storm Shadow, we did go back and we did score him, and that was cool.
Mm.
They also had layaway. I remember we put some stuff on layaway, GI Joe stuff. Like me and my
Oh
brothers.
yeah, I
You only need it
remember.
like 10% down. So like if it was like
Yeah.
you know,
Here's a
uh,
quarter.
yeah. Like I could just but they would do it every year. There was just like this office in the back, and
Mhm.
there was just some lady back there, and she'd be like, "Yeah, what's your name?" And write a tag up, and you'd have to come in every week and put $1 on it. Yeah, very fun. Um, Side note, I
It's
go
the Mando
see
early.
Ando Thursday. Woo, woo. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I watched one trailer and I just said, it looks fun enough for me, man. I'm going.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna go check it out. And if it's not the most, if it's just a fun summer action flick,
Mhm.
I'm fine with it. That's my expectation.
Yeah.
Doesn't meet fun summer action flick kind of vibes. I'm not looking for anything deeper than that.
It looks like it will meet that, but
Yeah.
not 100%. I mean, I'm planning on going to see it.
Yeah, I'm not going to be very critical of it though. Like I said, if I just
No,
throw
no,
it and
no.
it's just like it's just
I'm
a good
not.
time,
Yeah, I'm not expecting like
I'm fine with it.
Andor
Yeah.
out of this movie. I'm expecting like seasons 1 and 2 of The
Yeah.
Mandalorian that were fun.
Hey, anyone get those Shields of Liberty figures in stock yet?
I
Or
have
have they
not.
shipped?
Uh,
Okay.
have not gotten mine yet. I think they're arriving next week.
Ooh, nice. Fortress Maximus from
Hmm.
Child World. Yeah. That's the thing too. I saved up, but this was like not layaway story, but the famous story was I saved up for the flag, which was about $100 or maybe 110 when it came
Ooh,
out.
yeah.
And I saved up for it, and I got $100 because I freaking wanted that thing. I was like, I saw that, and I was like, dude, I had like I would dream about it. The
Mm.
fact, like I would be sleeping, I'd wake up and I'd be like, it's here, right? No, oh, it's just a dream. Um, But
I
I
think I
do
might have been
remember
one of the only kids that
didn't want it.
well, a friend of mine had it, so I got to play
Oh,
with it over at his house,
yeah.
and I was just kind of like, "Yeah, this is
Mm,
just a big table."
okay. Yeah,
So
true.
I
It
never
does take
really
up a
got
lot of
into
space,
it,
but at
but
the time I was like,
yeah.
you know, I was thinking about
No,
strapping
I
that
mean,
thing
I
to my
get it. It
back.
looked yeah, it
I'm gonna be
looked
riding around
cool.
the neighborhood with it, showing off to
Yeah.
everyone like my bandolier. Oh, oh,
Mhm.
me, my flag that I'm just carrying
Yeah.
around with me. uh, and is Audi doing a show tonight?
No, we're not doing a show tonight. We
Oh,
were gonna do one, but some life stuff, some
gotcha.
in
Okay.
real life stuff came up, so
Mm,
that we're pushing it back to
yeah.
next week. So
So I saved up the money. I got the ball of cash out of my little, stash, threw it down on
hmm
the table. I was like, "We're going to Kmart. We're getting ourselves a USS Flag, my father." And he was like, "Don't you tell me what to do." No, no, no,
yeah.
that's not what I did. But yeah, I kind of was talking about it because I had enough money. Not thinking about tax either. I didn't have tax. I'm a kid. I don't
Mm.
know. Right. So my parents are like, "All right, yeah, you know what? You saved up all this money. Yeah, sure. Like, yeah, we'll go get it. That's awesome. Wow, Will, like, good job."
Yeah.
I think my brother threw in some cash too. Um, but it took a while. It took a lot of chores.
Oh,
I think I was
sure.
helping him
Yeah.
with his paper route, right? Anyway, then they found out it was 7 feet long. And they said, "Where the f are you going to keep
Yeah.
this thing?" And I went, no, I'll take it apart and I'll put it away every day. I'll sleep on it. It's great. Just let's just get it. Don't worry about the real world consequences of having a 7 foot toy.
Yeah.
And I was notorious for setting up my GI Joe headquarters and battles in my living room, and then getting mad when people wanted to walk in the room. I'd be like, "Come on, you're ruining everything." Um, taking over the dining room table with GI Joe setups
Mhm.
and not necessarily cleaning them up in a timely manner
Yeah.
for other people's lives. The stairs. Sorry, there's a battle going on. You can't use the stairs today. Like I would
Yeah.
actually try
The
to
stairs
implement
are a
these
mountain.
things. Yeah, I'd be like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's off limits, guys. Sorry, you can't go to school. Uh, I would just literally, so I was devastated. Couldn't get it. And at the time, I think my consolation prize was Voltron, the Matchbox Voltron, which I think was only like
Oh.
$60. It was a little cheaper. And I got it was like there was a hobby store and they had like kind of like Voltron ish things, like they
Mhm.
weren't Voltron, they were other branded things. And I got one of them as well. So I had Voltron and
Oh,
then like one that
okay.
was like, he was a little smaller. He was up to like Voltron's chest, but he had like a shitload. He had diecast parts, more diecast parts than the Voltron, and a
Oh,
shit
no.
ton of missiles. Man, this thing had missiles coming out of everywhere and spring-loaded missiles. It was crazy. It was awesome. But yeah, um, man, I really wanted that thing, but it was not practical. It's not practical now. Like I could
Yeah.
probably go, scrape up the money to get a flag, but unless I have like a GI Joe room, I don't think it's worth getting. Like
Yeah.
if I had like a full room that was just this is going to be wall to wall, yes, Gojitron, yes, yes, that's right. I love that. I would go to that hobby shop, and he had boxed versions, and then he had like a glass display case with all of them out of the
Oh.
box set up, and I would just sit there just looking at them for
Mhm.
hours. Like I'd ride my bike there and just look at them. And thank God they were locked up in the case because I would
Yeah.
have just walked my ass right out the door with them.
Criminal mastermind.
Yeah, 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 no, no, but it was really cool to see those import, figures, all those toys, cool stuff from around the world. But
Oh.
anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, it was good, man. I really got some good vibes from going to that show and seeing stuff that it's kind of new to me. Uh,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Turns out it was the metal Japanese original. Yeah, I was such a dunderhead. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, those were under his shirt. God, yeah, don't give people ideas, man. Now with I don't know if I ever showed you the thing where you gotta be careful what you say on the internet. I don't think I ever
Yeah,
showed
it
anyone.
doesn't
I
go
forgot.
away.
I gotta find it. Oh my god! So on one of the shows a while back, we were talking, and I was talking about my ninja training course that was like horrible that I made
Oh,
my friends
yeah,
run,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
maybe I did show it, but then so freaking Jonathan Sorson, right? Sent to me this freaking AI generated deadly deadly ninja course. Oh
Let
my
me blow it
god.
up here.
He freaking Uncle Wilhelm's 118 scale. What I forget. Oh, maybe it's not coming in clear. Only the strongest will survive. And if you look closely, it literally has like the leap of death, and it's just like a kiddie pool. It's everything I said on the stream. I was
Oh,
dying.
wow.
It's got the old abandoned swing set that I
The
turned into like
blade corridor
the
back
blade
there.
corridor, the wall of doom. Uh,
Oh,
and
you know what
yeah,
we should do?
he
Or
cracked me
or
up.
I
And
say
he said it's on
we and
UHF station 118. So you gotta be careful with these stories because people be generating images of me walking out with a robot under my arm.
well, now you know what needs to be done once those Legends of the Hidden Force figures come out, right?
Oh
You
yes.
need to make that ninja course diorama and have those figures set up in it.
Yeah. Oh my god. Anyway, I was dying, and I think I just forgot to share it because he generated it was like hours after the show, and I'm like, where the hell do you come up with this stuff, man? Oh my
That
god.
that's awesome.
It cracked me up.
If he's watching the show, send me a copy of those two. Because I eventually some of those Legends of the Hidden Force figures will show up at my house, and yeah, I'm gonna need to have them a ninja training course
Yeah.
to work through.
And I saw the other thing I saw today at the toy show. I was telling the guy, I was so mad about it was the and where is it? It's the where is it? This guy right here. And we may have talked about this before, but I gotta, I guess, stop sharing that and then go. Was he had one of these on the table? This is the Parker
Oh,
Brothers
yeah,
Merlin.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So as a kid, the funny thing for me was, yes, I played the games that it had tic tac toe, Music Machine, Echo, which was like Simon, right? You just basically
Mm,
repeated what they did. Magic Square, they had all these games in it, but it was just such a weird looking device. And I don't even
mhm.
think it was like technically mine. It might have been my brother's or sister's or something, right? And there it
Possession
is.
is 9/10, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just well, if I want something, I just walk away with it. I just anyway, he had one of these on the table. I have two of them in the box. I got at like a flea market a long time ago. But for me as a kid, this was my everything device. If I needed
Mhm.
something like a
Nice.
sci-fi device, this thing was a phaser. It was a tricorder. It was a supercomputer. It was a lie detector. I could point it at you and tell if my little sister was lying to me or not. Like I would use it for just about every purpose you could come up with. Um,
No. Yeah. I think a friend of
ooh,
mine had that, and I never understood it because I never read the manual of like how it works. But
I think that would be hilarious. I would love to see that. That would be, yeah, space phone. It was a
Mhm.
communicator. It was everything. And yeah, the lights just lit up on the buttons. It really didn't do but it made sounds, Uh but you still played with
Mhm.
it. Yeah. Anyway, this thing is 100% like my go-to tech device. Like it does
Mhm.
everything, anything you can imagine. How it works, I don't know. You look at a bunch of flashing lights, and like if I was on like a TV show, I would just look at it and be like, "Oh yeah, sure." Or do you remember Quantum Leap, where
Yeah, yeah, the
Ziggy
little
just had like
owls.
that clear thing, or Al, and he just had the he would just look at some lights and be like, "Oh yeah, it says that in 1942." Where is he getting this info from? He's just looking at a bunch of flashing lights. Um,
Tell you, if you wanted one of those in 1/18 scale,
I do,
something
yeah,
something that might work is that little phone that came with Firefly. You
yeah,
snip
yeah,
the antenna off, and it looks about the same.
yeah.
Well, painted
It's
up a
weird.
different
I'll
color,
show
but
you. I was gonna see if I could scan it with my phone or find like a scan of it and shrink it down
mm,
like a
oh
3D file of it.
yeah,
Yeah,
that'd
because
be
that would be
cool.
great. Because yeah, I'm working on a little other project that didn't come out great. Been 3D printing, trying to come up with something. I'll show it as soon as I get it perfected. But it's gonna be my little Joe Fest exclusive. I'm not doing a carrying case this year. So I did do it for the last 3 years, I think, right? I think, yeah, I
Two
think
years,
it was
I
three
think.
years.
Yeah.
2 years running, 3 years. I think it was 3 years.
Oh, maybe.
No, 2 years. No, I did it for 2 years. But anyway, I just don't have the time to get it done this year. And I would love to get one made. I would love to do I'd love to do something like this. Um
Yeah.
like it's cardboard, rivets, and like vinyl fabric that you just heat seal around it. I would love to make something like this. It would, if it could be done inexpensively, obviously. Like that's the whole great thing about these was these were cheap third party kind of accessories that went along with, these were probably the price of an action figure, or just a little bit more. um
Mhm.
if it costs, $30 to make a vinyl carrying case, it's not worth it. You know what I mean? Like, uh,
Yeah.
or just
Scott
3D printing something. TV
brought
Cobra
something.
here on YouTube.
I'm
Still
gonna
trying to
check that
present
out.
Joe versus Cobra story from the Cobra side. It's pretty good. I'm not familiar with it, and yeah, I'll check it out for sure.
TV Cobra. Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely sounds
cardboard and hot
fun.
glue. Yeah, I would love to. I would love to make some. Once again, that might be something, but the thing I am making will be a 3D printed
Mm.
thing. It'll be the Joe Fest exclusive. It'll also afterwards, if you can't make it to Joe Fest, I'll be handing them out at Joe Fest for all the people I see. And
Your cardboard got somebody excited.
yeah, and for all my buddies, like and channel members and stuff like that on YouTube here after Joe Fest, I'll obviously, if you're interested and you couldn't make it, I'll ship one out to you. But yeah, I'm really excited. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun little thing. It's little. It's a little thing, but it'll be a fun
Mhm.
thing. Uh, yeah, be nice, nice, nice. Yeah. All right. Well, that's all I got for today. You got anything?
No, just a couple of my only like pickups this week were Red
Little
Shadow Ninja here and
ninja.
the Lady J from
Oh,
the
you got the. Oh,
250th.
I see the little star stand. That's a cool little piece of
Yeah,
arts
yeah,
there.
it actually fits. It works great.
All right.
Let's see.
Hey, that's the first figure stand that they came out with for.
Yeah, no, I wish they do more
Does
because
it work on the other?
I haven't tried it, but hang on a
Okay.
second and I'll
The Super
find
7
out.
guys have like a slightly larger foot peg hole, or
It's about the same. Like I've mostly used these grindstone clear
and
foot
they work
stands that they've
and they
been
work.
selling.
Okay.
Yeah, they work great. Um,
Okay.
let's see how well this one works with. Okay.
Excellent. Excellent idea.
It's a little tight, but it does fit. Yeah. There we go.
Very nice. Yeah. Well, it's good to have options for stands. I wish they would just sell like a. I wish all these toy makers would just sell like a 5 pack or a 10 pack of stands or something that you could just buy.
Well, like I said, Grindstone does. Pick you
Yeah,
up some at Joe Fest this year.
yeah,
That's
and those work with
that's the
the Super
one.
7. Yeah,
Yeah, the Super 7 would be great if they would release figure stands, but like I said, right now the Grindstone ones work
yeah,
just
they
fine
did
with
figure
the
stands
Super
for
7 figures.
something, but I forget what it was. But anyway, yeah.
They did some like reaction figure stands, but I
Oh, for
think
the
the
pops.
peg
Yeah,
hole
yeah.
peg hole is different. Yeah.
Mm, not good. Not good. Not that I hardly use stands. I mostly just you know, I don't know, just all my stuff's laying around.
Yeah.
I use them sometimes, so uh, but yeah. Anyway, all right.
Yeah, I need
Well,
to get
what do we
more
got
set
next
up
week?
here on the shelf, so I'm gonna need some
Yeah,
more be needing some more stands.
next Sunday's the 24th. What do we got? We got 5 weeks, 6 weeks until Joe Fest.
It's getting close. It
Yeah.
might be time to start doing that some of those Road to Joe Fest ideas.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well,
Seeing
I'll tell you what, the I haven't really seen too many reveals yet. Just a couple things, but yeah, we'll be definitely covering.
yeah, I
Uh,
haven't seen any like 118 reveals, but I did see some
yeah.
like 112
All
reveals
right.
coming up. And I was like,
Nice.
well, that's cool. I'm happy for them.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll cover them.
But where's our no, granted, we do know what's coming up with Shields of Liberty for Joe Fast.
Mm-hmm.
That's about the
Oh, and the
although
DFW
DS
show's coming up, so some reveals
yeah.
there. Glow in the Dark Centurion looks good. Um,
Yeah.
Also, I know it's getting a little closer there, but Delta 17's got two exclusives for Joe Fest.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
now
yeah.
is it a
They're
two
pretty nice.
pack or is it two different
It's
exclusives?
I think I could say, and maybe they'll fire me from helping at the booth if I say the wrong thing. But it is a 2 pack and
Excellent.
another exclusive. So it's two
Oh, so
exclusives.
it's
One
two.
is
Okay,
one is a 2 pack, and the other one is another exclusive. But
nice.
yeah, they're doing a great
Yep.
job, and I
Hmm.
think everyone's going to love it. It's going to be really nice. Um, with that, I don't know what we have for next week, but
We'll have
um,
something maybe.
well, something, and
I mean,
I'm hoping that there won't be any other
I know I'll
major.
be should be getting the new Micronauts in next week. So
Good, 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 good. Yeah, I might have my Bob figure. Ooh, I'll have my Bob, and then yeah, I can show you my what I've been working on too. Once I have him.
oh, all
Yeah, yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. So it'll be nice. It'll be nice.
Tune in.
Yeah.
Oh, it is Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, it is, and I get extra time off. Oh, I'm gonna
Yeah, me
love it.
too.
That's right. Is it Memorial Day? Next weekend's Memorial Day?
I think so. I think
Oh, it
Memorial Day
is.
is the 25th.
Yep. Yeah. Next Sunday,
I think
Memorial
that's
Day weekend. So yeah,
yeah.
maybe I'll stream from the beach. No, I'm kidding. I'll be home. I'm not going anywhere. But yeah, maybe since I have a couple extra days off after, um, yeah, I could work on some stuff
Yeah.
and get it done. All right.
Well
Uh,
played, sir. Yeah. Um,
the Bob figure is we talked about it earlier. Is the
oh, here
Micronauts?
I'll
Yeah,
bring it so people can see my avatar. If you want to bring up the picture again,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
people can compare.
My Bob figure is that. That's my Bob because it looks like his avatar, right?
Yeah, pretty darn close. Yeah.
Yeah. but that's what I was talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
but
I
I
had
gotta
had
I
the
gotta get
parts
to
to,
ordering them before he
yeah,
sells out.
totally.
That Bob exclusives, especially after I talked about it on the show, and people saw me wearing this. I'm just saying this is definitely
Mhm.
going viral, and yeah, it's gonna be a problem. I might not be able to get it once everyone knows about the Bob figure.
I no, you probably like did a good enough distraction with the bandolier to keep people from buying out the Bob
Yeah.
figure. It's like,
Yeah. All right. Well, I think I got it. All right. Cool. I really
yeah.
don't love AI, but I do like some of the stuff you could do with it. But I don't love the slop. But whatever. It's up to.
I've seen people like making toys talk, and sometimes it looks pretty cool, and sometimes it looks a little freaky.
Yeah.
So,
Also, like some of the making the action figure dance. Maybe the first time I saw it, I was like, all right, but
mm,
that just creeps me
I
out.
mean, it really depends on what you do with it.
Yeah.
It's like I don't criticize people for using AI. I like
Sure. Sure.
because
Sure.
I've used it before, like trying to see about and using it for like animations instead of like stop motion, where
There's
you have your
definitely.
start picture and your end picture, and then you let the AI kind of fill in the gap. And
Yeah, there's definitely uses for it, but
yeah, because I mean, as much as I love when people do like actual traditional stop motion animation, like I did that like back in college and well, late high school and early college with my GI Joe figures, and it takes a lot of time,
it
like
does.
a lot of time,
Hmm.
a lot of time.
Yeah.
And for just like like maybe minutes or seconds of like payoff,
Oh
it's
yeah,
so it's
definitely.
like if AI can be used to like speed up that process, I'm not going to fault somebody for it because
No, 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 no.
we've
It's
all
not
got like
always. It's
day
not like
jobs,
just a I hate AI thing. It's just like
right?
some of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
content I see, I'm just like, oh, will you give
Oh
me a
yeah,
break?
yeah.
Like,
But
or I feel bad for people that fall for it, and I know that sometime in my life I will definitely fall for it. It's going to happen to
mhm,
all of us at some point.
yeah,
Where we're going to get old enough and the technology is going to get good enough that we're going to be those people that right now I go, how could you fall for that,
yeah.
and um
There's aliens walking down Fifth Avenue. What the
yeah,
hell? Yeah,
yeah. All right, well, everyone have an awesome week. We will
yeah,
see you next weekend, and stay cool.
yeah. Collect what makes you happy.